And we'll fly, we'll fly away, away, away. Yeah, we'll fly.
Hello, it's your boy Davidoff and welcome to a brand new thing on my channel called Movie Monday. Basically, on Movie Mondays, every Monday, I want to upload something movie related every single Monday. I said Monday too many times there, but yeah, I want to try and do that. I hope I can keep it up every single week because I'd love to do that, because I do love movies, I'm passionate about it. I upload a lot of things on my channel. None of those things have a specific day, but movies, I think it fits to have a movie, to have a specific day for it, because I do want to make more movie related videos, and I think this is the way to do it. So yeah, some weeks I might do like a top 5 list, other weeks talking about something from a movie, but it won't be just Mondays that I upload movie related stuff. I might review a movie that comes out on Friday and I want to review it straight away. I might react to a trailer that comes out straight away, I want to upload it straight away. So not every movie video will be on Monday, but on Monday I want to upload one thing related to movies. So yeah, that's the basis of it. And for Movie Mondays, for the next few weeks, we are going to do a Godzilla movie marathon. Now, I have only seen two. I've only seen 2 Godzilla movies. 1998, the Hollywood one, from TriStar I think it was, and 2014. Now, the 1998 one, I thought that was fine, but the 2014 one, oh my god, he was humongous. He looked so cool, Godzilla, like, it was just amazing. His roar in Chinatown, that is just perfect, and he just looks so brilliant. And ever since the 2014 movie, I was like, wow, I want more of this. I'm amazed by this. I'm really amazed by this. And then Skull Island came out. I enjoyed that, and obviously they announced Godzilla King of the Monsters, and of course King Kong v Godzilla. And I'm really looking forward to those. And I watched the trailers for the Godzilla movies, for King of the Monsters, obviously. No, yeah, I watched the trailers for the Godzilla movie coming up called King of the Monsters with King Ghidorah, Rodan, Mothra. It looks amazing from the trailers. And because of all of this, because of the 2014 movie and because of these trailers, I'm really getting into monster movies now. Like, they really interest me. They really interest me, and Godzilla is the monster of monsters. So I thought I'd do a marathon, because I haven't seen any of the Japanese ones, any of the Toho ones. And I think if I want to be a Godzilla fan, I think it's good to like watch those as well. I don't think I have to, but I want to. I really want to see these movies. So what we're going to do is, obviously there's a lot of movies. There's 32 Toho Godzilla movies, and there's 6 American ones. I think there's one's Italian, apparently some pizzy guy made it. But here's what I'm gonna do. The main focus from now for the Godzilla marathon will be the Toho movies. There's 32 of them. I want to talk about 3 to 4 of them per episode, so I can get through them quicker, so I can make the series a bit shorter than prolonging it, because I want to do all of it before King of the Monsters. So there's that, and I might not do it every week, but I want to do at least 3 to 4 movies per episode. Don't expect some expert analysis or some expert review. I just want to watch the movies, and after each one I want to tell you like what I think of it. Like, is it awesome? Or what is Godzilla like? I just want to tell you my quick thoughts on each one, basically. That's how the series is going to work, and yeah, it should be fun. So yeah, we're going to start Godzilla 1954, which I'm about to see now. It's ready on my laptop. 1954, I'm going to see first as the first Godzilla movie, then I'm going to work my way down, probably watch the first 4 movies in this episode, then I'll carry on future episodes from there, and yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to Ghidorah the most, the 3-headed monster. That's the 5th movie down, so I'm looking forward to it. I've worked how I'm going to structure the videos as well, each episode, so it's looking good. And after I finish the 32 Toho movies, I'm going to watch the 1956, 63 and 85 American ones. There are American ones from those years. One is called King of the Monsters as well, so that's interesting. And there's a 1977 one made by a Pizzy guy. I don't know the whole deal behind it. Let me just double check, because yeah, I want to obviously get all this right, because I want to know my info. Right, Godzilla 1977. The film was purchased and colorized by Luigi Cozzi in a terrible way of a old negative print. Okay, well, it's a colorized movie from 77. I don't know, but apparently it's separate to the Toho ones. So there's that one. I was a bit confused by that, to be fair. And then obviously there's the 1998 one, which I will watch again. I want to see that again, just to like look back on it. And then I want to see the 2014 movie again. And I also want to add in Kong Skull Island, because it does link into Godzilla v Kong in 2020. So I do want to watch that again. So those will be last. Those will be a long way down the line, probably in like March or something, because there's a long series. So yeah, this is the main focus of Movie Mondays from now. After this, I plan to do a Batman movie marathon. I think there's not many of those. I think I'll do that after, because Godzilla King of the Monsters is coming out this year. I want to like do this marathon first. And yeah, expect some Marvel stuff in future though, and DC stuff for sure. Anyway, 1954 Godzilla. I'm gonna watch this right now. It should be good. I'm looking forward to it. The first ever Godzilla movie. Let's go. Yeah, so I just finished watching it. That was interesting. Obviously it's in 1950s, so it's in black and white. Considering like it's so long ago, and considering they had the same technology back then as well, it looks pretty good for something from the 50s. It looks pretty good. Like Godzilla looked, he looked pretty good in full form. Except when it was close-ups, it looked a bit weird. Sounded a bit weird at times as well when he was breathing out atomic breath. But yeah, when he was in full form, like in full shot, he looked really cool. When I first saw his head, it looked pretty funny. I don't know, something about his head just looked funny. But for something that's from the 1950s and in black and white, it actually looked pretty good. And I really liked the look of him in this. And yeah, this is the first Godzilla movie, I'm pretty sure. And it starts off, spoiler alert by the way, it starts off with a bird getting attacked, and then eventually it turns out to be Godzilla. They build up to it for a while. It takes like 20 minutes to like show his head, just his head. 20 minutes is not a long time, to be fair, in a movie, but it felt quite long to me, because I was just anticipating it. It was similar to 2014 actually. Like you wait a little while, then you just see like him for a second. But yeah, eventually there's some debates in I think Parliament or whatever. You think some government debates and stuff about whether it should be public. Obviously it's in Japanese, but the subtitles obviously, so I get what's going on. But yeah, eventually Godzilla comes, and he comes to attack basically. He comes to destroy. And yeah, there's a lot of destruction. It's not shown to like a great extent, because obviously resources back then are limited. You can't really show as much as you can now in 2019. Like there's so much you can do now with CGI. But considering it's in the 50s, the destruction was pretty cool. It was pretty cool. So yeah, obviously there was a big battle. They were trying to attack him. They tried to electrocute him. Then he revealed his atomic breath. I'm pretty sure it is, because it's in black and white, so it would be white. But I assume it's the blue atomic breath that he uses in the 2014 movie. Maybe, I don't know. I assume so anyway. I don't know too much about his breath. Like I know it's blue in 2014. That's about it. But that was pretty interesting, because they were trying to electrocute him, and I was like, it's not going to work. It's just not going to work. But yeah, there we go. And eventually this battle ended up with jets attacking him, and eventually he went back into the sea. He retreated, and then it moved on. There was like, he retreated and the battle was over, and I was like, wait, there's 20 minutes left. Well, what's in this 20 minutes? So obviously I kept watching, and it was about the oxygen destroyer, about the guy who created it, what it can do. And recently, actually, I watched like some YouTube theory videos about the King of the Monsters movie coming up, and one of the theories was about the oxygen destroyer being in the movie, and I was like, what is this? And I saw videos about it, and I've actually seen it in a movie now. Now I know a bit more about it, so that's pretty interesting. And they use it to try and kill Godzilla, and they succeed. So it seemed anyway. I saw a skeleton. They killed Godzilla. So there we go. This was the first movie. The next movie is called Godzilla Raids Again. So does he come back? Is there a new Godzilla? Or what, how does that work? Because it came out a year later, so I assume it is linked. So yeah, that'll be interesting. But yeah, I liked it. I liked it. For what it was, I liked it. It wasn't like an amazing film. It didn't amaze me, but it did impress me in terms of like the era it came from, the year it came from. For 1954, it looks good for a film from that long ago. So yeah, there we go. I'm gonna watch the next one in a bit. So whoa, the focus is gone. I think it's because I've not used lighting. It's because these clips will be quite short, so I thought I'd not use lighting, but that's not really working out for me, is it? Oh, great. Yeah, this is fantastic. I should probably use lighting from now. Anyway, Godzilla Raids Again is the second movie, 1955, just a year later, so I'm gonna watch that. So I'll see you in a few seconds for you guys. I really enjoyed that. That was a lot better than the first one, actually. I liked the first one, but the second one I felt was really good. It was action-packed throughout. Godzilla fought Anguirus in this, I think. Is that how you pronounce it? They said it in the movie, and I think I watched an English dubbed version of it, because I'm pretty sure it's the direct sequel, and I'm pretty sure they were talking Japanese. But there were English voiceovers over it, and there was narration as well in English. So that was interesting. I think I watched an American version of it, I guess. It's the same movie, but with American voices. So yeah, that was pretty good though. It was pretty fun. It was quite funny as well. When Godzilla and Anguirus they fought each other, the fight between them was so funny. In the city, in what city was it? It was Osaka. That fight in Osaka, right? That big mega fight. It was funny because I don't know, just the movements of their bodies, the way they wrestled was just hilarious. It was a good fight though. It was a pretty epic fight. I wonder how it would look like with today's CGI. It would look amazing, wouldn't it? I'm sure we'll get more amazing CGI once I get further down the marathon. But still, yeah, that was pretty fun. One thing that confuses me though about this movie, Wikipedia told me that it's called Godzilla Raids Again. IMDb says Gigantis the fire monster. And in the movie, they call him Gigantis, not Godzilla. So I'm kind of confused. Like, what's that about? I don't know. Maybe I missed something in the movie that explains it. I don't know. But there we go. That was pretty cool. That whole fight between Godzilla and Anguirus. By the way, in Godzilla King of the Monsters trailer 2, there is a creature getting up, a mountain-sized creature. And one of the rumors are that it is Anguirus. That is a theory, but apparently they don't have the rights to Anguirus from Toho. They didn't get the rights from them, so it might not be him. But I'm thinking like it could be him when you think about it, thinking of the shape and stuff. I guess we'll see, because the movie is not out for a while. So yeah, but Anguirus, he looked pretty cool in this, and yeah, it didn't end there. Obviously there was the little build-up. There was the fight between Anguirus and Godzilla, which kind of climaxed obviously, and then towards the end they tried to kill Godzilla obviously, and they drowned him in an avalanche in the end, which was actually pretty clever. Like, that's actually a pretty clever thing, because he's there at the bottom of these slopes. All you do is just airstrike the slopes, avalanche comes in. It was kind of weird though how Godzilla, like, he barely moved. Like, he could have like tried to get out of the way, but he just let it topple him. But yeah, that was pretty clever from the military. Did they kill him again? I don't know. I don't know. Like, I'm a little confused. Like, did he die in the first one? Is this a different Godzilla? Is that why they call him Gigantis? I don't know. I'm confused. Maybe I'm stupid. Maybe I'm stupid. But having said that, it is pretty fun watching these. It is pretty fun. I think the next movie, what is the next movie? Hold on a second. It's King Kong v Godzilla, 1962. So that's like a good build up to the 2020 movie Kong v Godzilla, or Godzilla v Kong, I think it's called. So yeah, I'm gonna watch that one. Alright, so I just finished watching King Kong v Godzilla on the same day. I'm enjoying these. I'm enjoying this a lot. This one was alright. It was alright. It wasn't like amazing. It was alright to me because I kind of wanted more from the fight between Kong and Godzilla, but that never came until the last battle. Like, I wanted more of it, you know. It kind of ended in an anticlimactic way as well. Kind of wanted more from it, more from the ending too. But it was interesting. It was at least interesting. It was basically like Godzilla awakens from the ice, which he froze from the avalanche in the previous movie, and two men go to Skull Island. They send there to Skull Island to find Kong, and they get Kong off the island, and eventually Kong goes on a rampage. So does Godzilla. They both go on rampages throughout Japan, I'm pretty sure. And eventually they meet and they stand off. They just show up to each other. Then Kong walks off. Then they don't meet again until the end of the movie. So that's that's more or less what it is. Oh, there's a giant octopus as well. On Skull Island there was a giant octopus, and Kong fought against that. That was pretty interesting. That was pretty interesting. But yeah, it's crazy though. Like, some massive octopus thing. It's mad. It's mad. Oh yeah, there was a funny bit actually. At the start of the movie, near the start of the movie, where Godzilla first breaks out of the ice and he gets onto land and he fights the army. It's funny when the army fights him for like 2 minutes, and the next thing you see, the tanks, there's like 10 tanks just driving off, just driving away. It was so, I don't know why it was so funny to me. They were like, screw this, we're out of here. We want to live, mates. It was just really funny to like see Godzilla just walking, and the tanks are just like on the run, running away. It was kind of funny. But yeah, giant octopus surprised me. I didn't expect another monster in this, and that was a nice surprise. But yeah, it was basically like Kong and Godzilla led to the same path. They eventually meet, then they don't fight, then they meet again, and then they fight. And yeah, the fight was, well, it was pretty funny as well. It was pretty funny. But yeah, that's what I got to say really about this movie. It was alright. It was alright. Anyway, next is Mothra versus Godzilla. That'll be the last one of this episode. Gonna stop it at 4. I'll probably limit it to 4. I might increase it at some point. I don't know. It depends on how I structure the series. But yeah, Mothra is obviously in the new movie coming up, so it'll be good to know more about Mothra. So yeah, I'm gonna watch that right now actually. I'm enjoying these, so let's do this. Alright, so I've just seen that movie. That ending though, Spider Moth. It looked like, what was that? Was that webbing? It looked like, it reminded me of Spider-Man. She was just like webbing Godzilla up. It was a funny way to win the fight. It kind of reminded me of Spider-Man, like he was proper webbed up. Is it even webs? Whatever it is, it's a cool power of Mothra to have. I want to see her use it in the upcoming movie, because it seems pretty cool, that power. It wasn't actually Mothra, to be fair. It was a spawn, but still. But yeah, basically, Mothra already exists in this universe, and her egg that she probably laid, the sea swept it away. Humans found it. Didn't really know what it was until they found out it was Mothra's. And those two women though, those two small women who are the voice of Mothra, I feel that's pretty interesting. I heard about them before, but I don't know much about them. But I think it's a bit strange, but also pretty interesting how two little tiny humans can be the voice of a monster. That's interesting. That makes me think, will they include that in the new movie? They probably won't, but I feel like what's her name, Millie Bobby Brown, I think she might play that role in a different way. That's what I'm guessing based on what I've seen in this movie. I guess we'll see when the new one comes out. But yeah, that's pretty interesting. So obviously Mothra, she's dying in this movie. So eventually she dies while fighting Godzilla. And yeah, then Godzilla goes on his rampage. He was already on a rampage, to be fair, but then he met Mothra. Mothra fought him pretty well, grabbed him by the tail. It was pretty funny how I don't know if she was that strong, to be honest. She flipping dragged Godzilla by his tail. It it was ridiculous. Like Mothra was on fire, but she was already dying, so she died during the fight. But the egg hatched eventually during Godzilla's rampage. Godzilla was going after some kids, I'm pretty sure some human kids, and Mothra's kids, they hatched out the egg. 2 kids, it was twins. I thought it was just one, but it's twins. The spawn of Mothra, they were larva form, so they couldn't fly yet like Mothra could. So they had to go through land, but they chased after Godzilla, and they beat him. They beat him through mainly webbing, actually, also by biting his tail. So it was a good double team. So yeah, is it even webbing? I don't know. That's just it's pretty interesting though. It's pretty interesting. That was alright. No, that was good. That was good. The best one so far I felt was the second one. For some reason I really liked that one. But yeah, it's in color now as well. The second two, the third and fourth movies were in color. So I like that, obviously. I prefer to black and white. So yeah, the quality is certainly getting better as well. But the fight scenes, definitely, they still need some work, that's for sure. Obviously, it's a long time ago though, so it's obviously going to improve as it goes along. But it's still great. It's still great. So the next one is Godzilla. No, not Godzilla. King Ghidorah. It's a movie about King Ghidorah. So yeah, that's in the next episode though, because this is the last movie. This is the end of this episode. So yeah, I don't know if anyone watched this, to be honest, but if you do watch, then I hope you enjoyed it. So yeah, this is your boy Davidoff. Please like, share, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Have a good day, and see ya.